be absolutely devastating.
This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this podcast forever, and this is the worst damn podcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.
All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to the son of a bitch.
What show is it?
You are Gonzo's Wrestling Room. Too many damn shows. But I'm Chris Gonzo'S, joined by Tony Gonzo'S, Marcus Fine, and Warren Misery. How's it going, guys?
Better than you, it sounds like.
You're turning it to Jay.
Hey, I was getting ready to say, when you have to put up with Jay about 4 hours a day anymore,
Yeah.
that's what fucking happens.
I don't know what happened earlier today. I go to you, and I thought I was talking to Jay. You was completely off topic. What the hell did you do?
I was reading something about the Colts and wasn't paying no attention to what you said, and I thought we were talking football, and I was wrong. I took a shot.
We were talking baseball, and he started talking about the Colts. What the hell are you talking about? That's what I got to work with. I work with him and Jay, and it's like, I don't know. Hope everybody's doing good out there. We're going to get this show started. We'll go ahead and start with the Marcus Fine Independent Wrestling Report. And let's get it going, Marcus.
Well, before he starts, guys, happy anniversary to Marcus and Kelly.
That's right. That's right. That's
That's a
right.
big one. 35 years today.
I don't know how Kelly's done it, but
Well, she wonders every day herself.
Now, how many years, Marcus?
35.
35.
Yeah, we were talking the other day. If we do the way our lives would be 35 years ago, we would have got married and left the state. And this wouldn't be happening because we wouldn't be up here. We'd be somewhere else. Head for the hills, if you know where I'm going. Anyhow, okay, here we go. I actually do not have prayers requests this week, but I do want to say let's continue to pray for T.S. Wiley for the loss of his wife. He was at the Dub on Friday. We did do a 10-bell salute, and he's struggling, so he still needs continued prayers, and he will for a while. And we saw T.J. Powers on Friday. He's got, I think he said 6 weeks. I think he said 6 weeks, but his back is healing really well. Just continue prayers for healing on him. But that's all I have. So then I have a slew of birthdays. Again, yes, Kelly and I, 35th anniversary today. Cecil Cerveza's son Ethaniel's birthday is today. I believe he's 8.
Yep.
Jason Yoakum, he is from the Mosaic Minds podcast. His is today. If you want to check into that, Chris did one interview with him a month ago or 6 weeks ago. It's pretty good. It's on there. There's also one, if you dig harder, you'll find one Mike Noble did. I'm guessing earlier in the year. It's pretty good too. So, Shooting with Shane's son Hoot's birthday's on Thursday. Samantha Pugh's birthday is on Thursday. Freak from the WCWO is on Friday. The Pharaoh Kings is on Friday. Our good buddy Kevin Mitchell's is on Sunday. Cousin Cooter's son Ref Billy is on Sunday. And Micro Flying Ryan's birthday is on Sunday. So happy birthday to all them. And if we missed your birthday, happy birthday. Okay, I have 3 sets of results. I will do the results of the show I did not attend. These are courtesy of Will Asher, who was in charge of the WCWO in Lebanon on Saturday. Phoenix defeated Billy Palmer to retain the territorial title. CJ Cyclone and David Light defeated the James Gang. Mike Noble defeated the Waterboy. Mark Magnus defeated IK3. Maliko defeated Oso Pierce to retain the Gunslinger title. And then it says in Slaughterhouse versus the Two Loud Strays in a no contest with the James Gang interfered, attacked both teams, setting up a triple threat tag team match for the titles for the next show in Lebanon. So sounds like they had a pretty good crowd, looked like 60, maybe a little more than that.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going to cover that here in a few minutes there, Alex. He's talking about his Carthage and FEW show. So,
Yep.
Okay, then Kelly and I was at the WCW Outlaw Arena on Friday. Pretty good show. I'm saying maybe 60 people. Maliko defeated Scorpion to retain the WCW Gunslinger title. Oso Pierce, Troy Valentine, and CJ Cyclone defeated Billy Palmer, Mike Noble, and Eric Onyx in a 6-man tag match. Phoenix defeated Pogo to retain the territorial title. Waterboy defeated Dylan Dynamite. Brody Botkins defeated Jordan Davis. That was a guy made his debut Friday. And I've never seen him before, so I'm not sure where he's from. Zach Nova defeated David Light. And the main event saw Will Asher, Jackson Morgan, Jackson, and Andre Trey defeat the Pharaoh King, Kurt Busse, Kenneth, and Jordan James in an 8-man tag team match. Oh, let's see. The whole night was good. I really can't pick a match of the night. And then they all brought it. Pogo even acted like he knew how to wrestle. And I'm not saying that bad. He pure wrestling. How that sounded pretty bad. He kind of backdoored to comedy and actually put on a pretty decent wrestling match. So sorry, Pogo, don't take that offense to that. But anyhow.
I knew what you were trying to say, Marcus, but
yeah, but that sure did come out bad, did
it?
Lord, that did come out bad. Okay, the Kelly and I was at AACW on Saturday for the Eternal Excellence Rumble and the Hall of Fame. We will talk about that after a bit. Sharpsville, Indiana on Saturday the 18th. The Tanner Kelly and Jake Elliott defeated, you ready for this? Cameron Saturn and Tanner Saturn. That's right, the Saturn boys made a debut in Sharpsville on Saturday. I talked to Mortimer Blankenship. They will be back, including Mortimer, in December. Cool. So everybody liked the Saturn guys. So they did very well. Honey Badger versus the AACW Ladies Champion Paige Jones ended in a no contest with Jensen and Ajax attacked both women. Next to the Rumble, my match of the night, Oh So Delicious defeated Bob Steele and Cody Lee. They are the new tag team champions, and the special referee was Christian Cash for that. And then Bob Steele lasted out 30 other people and won the EEC Rumble to become the new Eternal Excellence champion. So there was actually a 31st entrant, which was Brent, dressed as J.H. Hogg, as the 31st entrant. And he got in there and says, "I'm going over." And he went over. So I told you I was going over. But it was funny. And Hogg had no idea. And it was funny as hell when he come out to that music. And Hogg's, it was pretty good. So, and they probably had 70, maybe. So pretty good night all around. So that's all I have. I no longer have any more shirts as of right now. As soon as I get another shirt, then I will debut it, but I don't have any right now. So, Pogo's underrated. He's a comedy wrestler, but man, he brought it as an actual wrestler on Friday. He did very well. So, and he always does well, but I haven't seen him actually do wrestling. He's normally a comic. I mean, you know what I'm saying. So.
Yep, I understand.
That sounded terrible. Pogo, I mean nothing by that. But
I'm just going to clip the part where he said Pogo actually had a real wrestling match.
He's the new intro, and that's the first thing that comes out.
I was going to take out. That's absolutely devastating. That's it.
Yeah. Pogo finally wrestled a real match. Oh Lord, we have too much fun.
We do. That's all. That's the whole part about it. What's up, David Kraft, Billy Buzz? It's good to see you around again.
Hey,
Alex, we'll cover your shows. That probably here in a minute.
Yep. Hey, Marcus, can you do me a favor? I forgot about the other show that they have, FEW, the one for the cartridge.
Alex, send that to me real fast, and once Tony's done,
I've got the other one, but I don't have that one. I'll go. I think one of them Saturday night. I'll do Warrior Pro first, and then we'll do Alex's fight. Sends that to you. We got a big show this Sunday, October 26th. Warrior Pro Wrestling, 49. Doors open at 2, bell time at 3 at the Hendricks County Fairground in Danville, Indiana. Kids general admission is $10. Adults general admission is $15. Excuse me, I think it's 18. I messed that up. Front row is 20. Warrior Pro going to have a rematch with Jeremy Hadley and Drew Keitzer. I hope I said that right. Also got an open challenge from Jesse Winchester, plus a tag team championship tables match. So that is Word Pro 49. That's this Sunday, October 26th. Doors open at 2, bell time at 3. They put on a great show. Definitely go check it out. Marcus, did you happen to get the information for? I think is that show on Saturday?
Yeah, here it is, right here.
Okay, if you do that one, then I'll do the one for Sunday.
Okay, I found it. It's called The Kids of Carthage Presents a Halloween Mash on October the 25th. There will be music, food, wrestling, costume contest, and a haunted trail. That's an all-day event from 7:30 to 10:30. They're doing a pancake breakfast, free will donation. At 3 p.m., the wrestling will be presented by FEW. Halloween party at 5, costume contest at 6, and the hay rides and the haunted trail at 7. It will be at the community center, which is 1 North Main Street. That's got to be like really right downtown Carthage. Carthage is a small enough town that if you don't know how to get to 1 North Main, just drive around. You will find it. Seriously, I've been to several shows there when Guy Lombardo was running, so there's not a lot of town there. So, and then of course you'll take care of Sundays. So, but yeah, it sounds like a full day adventure. You can eat breakfast, watch some wrestling, get some hot dogs. Well, you can eat dinner too because they're doing hot dogs, goodie bags, and activities at the party. You can dress up and look like Tony and for the costume contest, and then a hayride. So, pretty good.
Well, I was told in one of the promos I look like Mario. So
yeah, dress up with Mario Andretti.
Yep. Or what's the other Mario from the
Super Mario?
Yeah, Super Mario video game. Yeah. Okay,
hey,
guys.
James Richards, we have a brand new guy. Says this is his first time viewer. So James Richards, welcome. We're on every Monday.
Yes.
We'll help see you again.
6:30ish. Okay, we got another show this Sunday, FEW, Frontier Elite Wrestling. Sunday, October 26th. It's Dominion is the name of the show. Doors open at 5, bell time at 6 at the R.J. Rick Center for the Arts in Greenfield, Indiana. Advance tickets are $12, and I believe they're $15 at the door. I'll give you a couple of the matches. I'll give you 3 matches. Heavyweight championship match, Ashton Adonis, the champion, versus Andre Stray. That should be fantastic, man. That right there worth the price of admission. Then you got a North American championship, Matthew Grant, the champion, versus Crystal Moon. There's definitely a big story there. They used to be partners. And then you have Brandon Day versus Ricky Guns. So again, this is FEW Frontier Elite Wrestling, Sunday, October 26th. Name of the show is Dominion. Doors open at 5. Bell time at 6 in Greenfield, Indiana at the R.J. Rick Center for the Arts. Okay, guys. That's going to be a great show.
One of those shows. I'm telling you, that venue's impressive.
Venue's nice, and they do a great job, man. Both shows will be excellent shows, so definitely check them out. And that kids deal there in Carthage, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I got it, Alex. Yeah, and I think Ricky Guns runs that entire thing where the wrestling part of it's concerned. But it's a whole day event. I mean, literally, you can get there 9 o'clock in the morning, leave late at night, and eat dinner and pancakes and hot dogs. You can't go wrong there.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, we got a little bit of announcement here. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Can I do another couple?
Yeah.
You go ahead and do what you're going to do, and then I got 2 more. Thank you, Kelly.
Okay. All right. We're going to announce our winner from the promo battle from last week, which featured Buck Sexton, TJ Powers, Mike Noble, and Brody Botkins. The winner was Buck Sexton. So that's going to set up next Monday. Bob Steele, our winner of our first round, taking on the winner of the second round, Buck Sexton, for the GWR promo battle tournament champion. And then after we get our champion, about once a month or so, we'll maybe put 4 people together, do a promo, and winner of that will take on the champion. If any wrestlers out there want to be involved in this, contact either Chris, myself, Warren, or Marcus. You could be a manager. It don't make a difference. You be a promoter. I don't care. And as long as you want to cut a good promo, 90 seconds or less. Guys, I think, what do you think about we keep it, the first one that they do, when we go to our next 4, we have to do the promo on GWR.
Yeah, we'll just keep
That'll be a going thing, and then they'll go up against each other and promo against you. I think that sounds okay. Do you guys agree with that?
that's fine. You pissed off Buck. Way to go.
How do I do that?
Yeah, you pissed him off. Go ahead,
Ah,
do it, Cody.
jeez.
What do I do now?
You said his name wrong.
The Buck Sexton.
Yeah. Cody.
Gosh.
And you know what? What's bad about that is I even had it written down that way. The Buck Sexton. I just said Buck Sexton. Sorry about that, Buck.
We just tolerated Buck. The Buck. Sorry, see how I screwed it up.
Now you messed up.
I mean, can't kick him out. You know, we tried, but
Okay, again, we'll do that promo battle next Monday. These guys will have their promos ready for us here pretty soon, and we'll do that battle next Monday, the 27th. So, Marcus, what you got?
Okay, I forgot there's WCWO is putting a couple trunk or treats on this upcoming weekend.
Okay.
On Saturday night from 6 to 8 p.m. is the WCW trunk or treat. It'll be in the parking lot across from the arena. We was a part of it last year. It was a fantastic time. They always have a lot of people out there, candy. You get to meet the wrestlers. It's a good time. So that's on Saturday from 6 to 8 in the parking lot across the street from the Dub. And then they have one on Sunday. Let me get that pulled up. It's called the Trunk or Treat at the Chariot House. It's at 2730 South Tibbs Avenue in Indianapolis, Indiana. Again, that's on Sunday. It runs from 6 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Halloween games, candy, and they're going to put on a few shows from the wrestlers are going to put up a few shows. So a couple more things at WCWO for the trunk or treaters. So plenty of things for the kids to do. And I will go ahead and announce that there will not be a show on Friday the 31st at the Dub. It will be on Saturday, November 1st. And then after that, they are putting on a hardcore show. That was announced Friday, so I can now say that. So,
And that'll be on afterwards, right?
What's that?
The hardcore show will be after the first show? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
I assume it'll be like it was back in January.
wait, so that's the first?
November 1st. But it's at night. Buck.
I thought it was on Black Friday. Why did I think it was on Black Friday?
No, it's it's November 1st. I'm pretty sure. Let me re-verify that.
When we have these shows. I don't know.
See, that's what happens when you're part of too many shows.
I'm a little confused too because I thought it was Black Friday too.
Well, God dang it. Let me find out.
I'm not saying I'm wrong.
No, now that you got me questioning it. Kelly, what do you remember?
On our show that it was on Black Friday.
That's what I thought.
Did he really? Well, then don't listen to me. Maybe it is on Black Friday.
You might be right. Maybe something changed, but
I don't know. I'm going to reach out to Joey. Maybe I'll have an answer before the end of the show.
Okay.
No, I don't. Okay, cancel the hardcore show until I figure out what it is.
Okay. So right now, just next Saturday, November 1st, show at the Dub. Let me think here. Doors open at 6:30. Showtime at 7:30.
Yes.
That show's normally on Friday, but since Halloween's going on, they're going to do it on Saturday, November 1st.
All right, I got a message out to Joey. Hopefully, he'll see that before the solo.
Well, guys,
that's what you get when you follow too many places and are at too many places. You just kind of forget what shows you got going on.
when you get older, you get more confused. I understand that.
No, I've been confused for years. I
Well,
don't think PH has anything to do with it.
I was just trying to be nice, but I was trying to help you out a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, Chris, did our special guest ever get on there?
Yep.
He's on there. Well, we'll go ahead and bring him in, and we'll do our rapid fire with Will the Thrill.
Oh, hold on one second. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, hold on one second. All right, we're good.
I'm here, baby.
How's it
You may
going?
not want to be if you'd watched the first half of their show. You may say, "Hey, do that." Rapid fire, hell with that.
Thanks for holding on there and not ditching us.
I just had to skip out for a few.
Yeah, just glad your name ain't Pogo.
All right.
I didn't doubt Pogo bad. I didn't doubt him at all, really. But
No, you did, but we're still not
that
going
was funny.
to
That's
let it go.
terrible.
Though.
That's
We're still not going to let it go. How you doing, sir?
Heck yeah, I'm doing pretty well. How are you guys tonight, other than all that?
Yeah, we're all over the place. We
Yeah.
got we got Marcus and what around Frankton. Heck, I'm not even sure where
Frankfurt.
Frankfurt. That's what I say, Frankton.
There's
Yeah,
a-
that's our
I don't even know that.
state.
there's a lot going on. There's a lot of wrestling, a lot of sports, like you guys said. It's a
Yeah.
lot happening.
Well, I'll tell you how this works. Marcus will go first with the first question, and then Warren, myself, and then Chris. We'll go about 25, 30 minutes. And you ready to go?
Oh, let's do it.
Okay, Marcus, let's get things started.
All right, my question that I always start with is, when did you first become interested in pro wrestling?
That had to have been straight out of the womb, 1992. No, honestly, probably about by the time I was about 5 or 6.
What got you into it?
Just seeing probably my brother and my mom watching it or something. I just like crawled into it,
Okay. Warren?
All right. The one I always start off with is I'm going to give you a time machine and a front row center ticket to any wrestling event in history. Where would you want to go and why?
Man, that is an awesome question. Damn, it's rapid fire though. So literally my first thought was probably WrestleMania 3. Because why not? Right? We know the story.
Yeah.
We're loose with the time on the answer, so you don't have to worry about being quick. If you got something good, run with it.
Yeah, we call it rapid fire, but it's far from it.
We're all kind of slow, so you don't have to worry about that rapid fire.
Yeah, I'm with it. All right. Yeah, probably WrestleMania 3. Still would be my answer.
Okay. My first question is, where did you get your inspiration for your wrestling character?
Inspiration from my wrestling character. Probably, I'm not saying like I'm anything like these guys, but probably just a sub mix of like Bryan Danielson, Shawn Michaels, even like Bret Owen Hart or Rob Van Dam, Jeff Hardy probably would be my top guys. Spike Dudley.
Okay.
Because of the underdog thing, being a smaller guy, not the biggest man on the roster.
Okay. Chris?
Well, I'm gonna go with Kelly's question first.
Okay.
Kelly wants to know who your favorite super fan is, Kelly or Marcus.
It's like a bad time to answer that question, considering it's their anniversary as well. Oh man, can we do a coin flip?
That's how you want to do it. If you want to say Kelly, don't be afraid, because everybody else does.
I love you guys equally. It's all good. It's got to be a draw.
Okay. We've had a few of those.
Yeah, we've had a draw before. You got some fans in the chat here.
Yeah.
I can't see it, but that's awesome. Heck
got
yeah.
Brittany Ann Brown says, Will, the thrill is awesome. Love you all. Love you, Will. She don't love us. She loves you.
No, you don't even know us.
Derek, I don't know how to say that last name, says, Will, the thrill is he's homie.
For sure.
All right, Marcus.
And Lily Cooper, you got another one, says, hey, Will.
Let's go.
It's Chris's turn.
Oh, that's right. Sorry about that. I forgot.
I just figured he was counting Kelly's question as mine. It wasn't no big deal. But my first question is, what's one thing you love about the wrestling business, and what's something you hate about the wrestling business?
One thing I love is seeing all the fans. It's always awesome to, especially other places, like when they actually are like going and traveling and stuff too. Not just like for me, but like to see the actual shows. It's always a good thing. And man, one thing I hate, I don't really hate a lot of things. It's just sometimes you just kind of you hate being somewhere where the next destination is far. and you got to be there in a short amount of time. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
For sure.
Okay,
So
Mark.
I'm not saying the travel, but just like, doing things on short notice too. For sure.
Okay, Marcus.
I want him to answer that question right there. Tell us about these action figures. Can you read that?
Yeah, sorry.
It's too small for you or not. Sometimes it's hard to
It's not,
see it.
it's not, man, damn. I don't know if it was a record, but yeah, he's pretty legit. I had a monster collection of action figures throughout my childhood and pretty well into my teenage years. Actually, I still do. I still like have collections. They're mostly all in the box now. I sell some of it at the shows. It's not something I like want to hold forever and forever, but I mean, I'm talking like these things that I have on my table are WWF Bendham figures. You guys know what I'm about?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
LJN. We know it's yeah.
Like, yeah, I collected some AEW figures, but I didn't want to keep all of them just because no reason. So I just like, sell a collection. I just had probably hundreds and hundreds, probably a good 10 rings or something throughout or more. I don't know. I had the elimination chamber, things like that. It was always cool to me. Wrestling pretty much everything I've ever known and done. So
Yeah, I have quite a few of that stuff too. Okay. Please tell us who your trainers were.
oh, my trainers. I originally started at Ohio Pro Wrestling Academy with James Avery. So yeah, he's my official starting trainer.
Okay, Warren.
I'm sorry, that's on the other side of Columbus, Ohio in Newark.
Okay.
All right.
For sure.
I mean, I don't know. Like I said, unfortunately, I'm not overly familiar with all of your work. Are you constantly a face, a heel? If you've gone both ways, which one do you prefer to do?
That's a good question. Appreciate that though. Honestly, it can be either or for me. I'd say I enjoy both. I know it sounds pretty like common answer, but I do. I will admit though, sometimes being a heel can be funner. Yeah, twist my words here, but yeah, it can be more fun to be a heel sometimes, just because you can do slimy things.
Okay. Warren knows about that. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Heck yeah.
Okay. My question is favorite wrestling match that you have seen live?
Okay. Are we you want to do uh like WWE and independent or just like whichever?
Yeah, we do both.
Man, honestly, I've been to like quite a few WrestleManias and I've been to like a SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, Survivor Series, 2 Survivor Series.
Man.
Are you the
Go-
green shirt guy? My goodness.
Nah, purple and yellow today. No, but honestly, like one of the favorites of mine that I witnessed was Shinsuke Nakamura versus Sami Zayn at NXT Takeover in Dallas.
Man.
That was just incredible. All around, like the fans was insane. Like I still to this day think that was like one of the best matches I ever got to see live for sure.
Yeah, that would have been awesome.
Man, I'd have to think a little harder on the independent ones because I've been to a good amount of shows. I mean, there's quite a few that stick out. I might have to retract and come back to that one.
Okay, that's fine.
Cool.
Chris,
What all states have you been able to wrestle in, and has there been any like big difference in like different areas that you wrestle?
Yeah, I'd say almost in every state there's something different you could find for sure. But I've been in pretty much all the surrounding states around Ohio, and I did some training. Not he wasn't my trainer, but I did about 3 months worth of training with Devon Dudley in Florida. But I never did any shows there. I just was doing the training and coming back to Ohio. But yeah, pretty much all around these states. I did the training there. I wrestled in Texas a few times. I wrestled in Mexico one time for one match, and then I came back the next day to Texas.
how was the experience in Mexico?
Yeah, tell us.
Yeah, it was very hot that day. No, I'm serious. It was crazy. I couldn't believe it. Man, the match was fine. I had fun. I got to learn stuff and like I was involved in a scramble match with about, I think it was 5 of us, but everybody's the actual like luchador. And then there's me. So yeah, we were doing the thing for sure.
Okay.
So let me re-add this too while it was on my thought process. So the difference between that and like being around here and stuff, the fans give money after the match to the competitors. I mean, you guys probably know this, but so the people gave the money to someone to give all of us, but all the guys said they wanted to give it to me.
Oh man!
So, all right, let's go then. Appreciate it. They really were kind and like looked out, and it was awesome.
That's
Can
cool.
you tell us how much you made, or do you want to go there?
It wasn't a crazy amount. It was nothing too wild, but hey, it definitely helped.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty cool.
We eventually went to a Houston Astros game. I think it was on Memorial Day because that would been like on a Monday, and that was on like Saturday when we were in Mexico. It was a journey I was on that time for sure. I'm a big baseball fan too. Just wanted to add that up.
Now you can talk to Chris all day about that then.
Just saying.
Who's your favorite team?
New York Yankees.
Well, so let's talk to Chris about that then.
Your reactions. What was that?
Only one thing worse than the Yankees, and that's Dodgers.
You know what? You can agree with that. They're most likely going to win. Who? So may I ask you guys the question?
Okay.
This rapid fire. Who's going to win Game 7 tonight?
I'm going with Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah,
I'm
going Blue Jays.
Blue Jays. Who said Blue Jays? I couldn't really.
Me and Warren said Blue Jays, and Chris said Seattle, and Marcus could care less.
I can care less. I don't want to.
All right.
I don't have anything wrong with it. I just don't follow it. So
Yeah, I understand. I'm gonna ride with the Blue Jays with you guys.
Okay.
I don't know. I like Seattle's so tough. Just think that it's just gonna work in favor.
Yeah, I believe. Hopefully, I didn't lose track. I think it's Marcus' turn.
is it, Chris? Did you do one? Is
Yeah.
it me? Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Now, what has been your favorite match that you've been involved with?
My favorite match. There's probably 2 of them. One of them, I will say, you guys know Rod Street, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I was like doing the doing the team with him, but I was under a mask, and he actually got injured before like a booking he was doing, and he asked me and someone else to team and do the show with him. He was still going to go out there and do his gimmick and all that. And so Scott Hall was at this show. It was actually in Indiana. I don't even remember the promotion name because it was so last minute for me. But we wrestled the Gym Nasty Boys, and Scott Hall watched our match, and he tweeted us like he had just got there, and like he was literally walking out right after our match. So he was watching our match, and he tweeted all of us. Was like, good stuff, guys, and all that. I was just like, words I can't say on this, but yeah.
Wow.
Like, so that was one of my favorites because I thought it really was a good match. Like, because those two guys, White Mike and Timmy Lou Breton was his name at the time, but now he goes by Timothy.
Larry Lou and Timmy. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, but those guys are really, really good. They're from about North Carolina, but Tim actually moved to Ohio at some point, but I'm not sure what he's doing right now. Yeah, White Mike's from North Carolina, but for him to see that match and then say that and do that and then walk out and do his like promo, it just blew my mind. Like that's still the only time I ever got to meet Scott Hall too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Warren?
What's up?
My turn. So I've been fortunate enough to meet stars from Shawn Michaels to Jon Moxley to being in a public bathroom at Squared Circle Expo MJF. Who's the one professional wrestler you'd absolutely mark out for if you ever met?
Well, there was two, maybe a third that happened. I'll give you all of them in no particular order, but one was Hulk Hogan last year. It was crazy. I don't know. It just like hit me when I was like close about to like shake his hand. I was like, oh shit, oh snap! What am I gonna say to him now? Like I lost all my thoughts and questions that I had for him. But I did ask him for some advice, and he just his big thing he said was be careful. That was it. Because his surgeries, he said he had so many surgeries. You just got to be careful. The second one probably had a nice encounter one time with Rey Mysterio in a Flying J gas station. Slash Denny's was on the side of the Flying J. And I saw him as soon as I walked in, like unmasked, because I just went to Raw in Dayton, and I went back to Lima. It's like an hour north of Dayton, just up I-75. And the SmackDown tapings were the next night in Grand Rapids. So, most of the people just drove from Dayton to Grand Rapids. And I just happened to see him in this gas station, the Flying J in Beaver Dam, Ohio, if you guys know where that's at. Anybody? Beaver Dam?
I never heard of it.
Yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere, honestly, man. And I seen him as soon as I walked in the door, like you know how like in gas stations it makes like the dinging, the bell noise when you walk in.
Yeah.
So I walked in and I'm looking like just 15 feet away from me, and I already knew it was him because I know like he wasn't wearing the mask or anything. But I was staring at him for a second. I was like, whoa, like no way, So I just started walking casually and stuff. Like I went and got a drink that I was getting. Then here he comes just walking beside me. I was like, how you doing, man? He just said, hey, what's up or something. And then I go to check out or whatever. I just like wasn't trying to bother him and stuff, So I turn and I'm at the counter, but there's a line. I'm just standing there waiting. And then here comes R-Truth walking by like, what's going on? And all this and stuff. I was just like, oh my God.
Yeah, no kidding.
So they said if I wanted to like chat or something, just wait till they finish eating at the Denny's. So, I just waited and I got to talk with him for a while. But I was kind of like nervous talking to Ray for a bit, but like he was so like down to earth and stuff. Like it was incredible. Like I was with my mom too at that point. So like she came in and stuff and she actually was telling Ray about all the action figures I had and he was saying save them. Like save them. But unfortunately, they didn't get saved, and we'll just leave that story there. But uh, yeah, I'd say the third probably was like Cody Rhodes. I met him backstage at Ring of Honor. I was the extra like ring crew helper and stuff, and he was there. I didn't even really get to talk. It was just quick. I lost my thoughts there too. I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just tell him my name and that's all.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
If you could live and train with any pro wrestler for a week, who would it be?
If I could live and train with any pro wrestler for a week,
Yep.
like right now,
It could be anybody. Yeah, it could have been somebody from the past, somebody's past.
well,
Whoever your favorite, whoever you want to learn from.
it's got to be DDP because I need that yoga help. Oh. Sure, DDP, if y'all can get this out to him, DDP, if you hear me, I need you.
And then we'd like y'all rapid fire, DDP. We'll give you the whole program if you come on. If you're watching this, we'll want that out there too.
Move in with him, and he can help me be one of his next breakthrough stories. I'm not as good as I look, as they say. My body needs that that yoga. Honestly, that's one thing I've been lacking. Like I honestly think I've like pulled like a hamstring or something in the last match I had. I just been taking it easy for a few days.
Okay, Chris.
That's how it goes.
You were telling some stories about getting to meet some of the names. Have you got a chance to get to work any names?
I've worked a few. I would say probably I could just say overall I've been on shows with more, but like actually working with a few. I wrestled Lodi from Ravens Flock a month ago at ASW in West Virginia. And I actually wrestled in a match against Shane Douglas at the same promotion probably like 3 or 4 years ago at this point, or maybe almost 5, honestly, to go back and see. Davey Boy Smith Jr. was on that card too, so I actually was trying to like pick his brain and stuff. For
Marcus?
sure.
Okay, I know you was at the Rhino seminar at Anderson a few months back. What other seminars have you taken? And it sounds like you've probably been through a lot the way you've been passing the table there. So, all right, tell us your favorites then.
Yep. I haven't done like a ton, but the ones I have done have been pretty efficient, I would say. I did Tyson Kidd, TJ Wilson in Philadelphia at Cheeseburger. You guys know Cheeseburger?
Yep.
And many other places in Japan and stuff. I did it at his school. It was in Philadelphia. I did a seminar with him. That was very very eye-opening, I'd say. I did one a couple years back at Ricky Morton's training school with him, Scott Diamore, and it was Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. They were all there. There was actually like over 100 people at this. There's 3 rings. It was a crazy setup.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I did one with DJ Z was his name at the time. He goes by Joaquin Wild now.
Yeah, he's part of the like a Phantasma. He
Yep.
wears the big red hats on SmackDown.
Yep. I did a training seminar with him in Cleveland. I learned a lot from that, and I actually do some of the way I maneuver into my high flying moves. I still use like what he taught me like all the time. And it's not something like only like that he's done, but I've actually seen Rey Mysterio do it like after the fact too. You know, I'm like, oh, but you know, it's Rey Mysterio. He's got like a million tricks in his back, you know. So it's like it's not uncommon for him to just go and do something that you know somebody. But that was another one. That was a really good one. Actually, one of the real most learning experience I ever got was the one I did with Dean Malenko at AIW in Cleveland, Ohio. We just sat down and he just sat us down and just talked with us for hours. And that was all we needed was that knowledge, you know. That was a big one for sure.
Warren?
Who do you prefer to wrestle? Guys more your size, or you like bigger heavyweight guys? Which ones do you prefer more?
Man, that is also a great question. Oh man, it varies. It varies. Like I like the challenge of both, you know, because I've wrestled the biggest heavyweight you can find in this region. Like honestly, I wrestled against Larry D before. I wrestled against Jake something from Impact. I wrestled Papa Dingo. Those are some big true heavyweights and many more. I've wrestled against Beastman. You guys know Beastman.
Yep.
It's just an incredible challenge facing guys that knowing the statures of it. But then when I face a guy more my size, I don't want to say it's funner, but I just know like there's gonna be more like overall like involvement. Like it's gonna be what you see as advertised. You know, like I'm just saying, like a cruiserweight matchup. You're gonna get a cruiserweight matchup. You know.
Okay. My question is, you're going to get the opportunity to be in the Survivor Series. Who would you pick as your 4 partners?
I get 4 or 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you 4. We're gonna go traditional, the old 5.
I got 5. Yes. All right. Cool. No, I just just wanted to confirm. You know.
Yeah.
All right. Pick number 1, Bret Hart. Pick number 2, The Undertaker. Pick number 3, we're going Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Pick number 4, why not HBK?
Okay. It's a hell of a team.
Yeah, I think you'd be winning. You may not have to do anything. You may could just sit on the apron. And
That's a heck of a question too.
Yeah, that was. I was trying not to think too hard because honestly, like Mysterio is right there on the list.
Yeah,
he just to be on my team. You know, these are guys that I wanted to win too. That's why I picked Undertaker.
Yeah.
Beat Randy Orton up there in my mind. I wanted him to just RKO everyone. I'll go off the top for the finish.
Okay, Chris.
What's been the best piece of advice you've been given in the wrestling business, and who gave it to you?
Man, honestly, the thing from Hulk Hogan, not to sound like that since I already mentioned it, but man, I actually got really good advice today, and the line was simple. It said, "There's no better time than now," and that's the absolute truth. And that was today in a discussion I was having. Um, a common one though, and I got it from Xavier Woods in a conversation I had with him once. He just said, "Ears open, mouth shut." That's it. Pretty
Dude,
simple. It's the truth, you know. It goes a long way, man.
Marcus, final two questions.
All right, final two. Well, we know what my last one is, so let's see. All right, I guess we'll go with who do you want to work that you have not worked yet? And you can do indie and big time.
Who do I want to work that I haven't worked yet? All right, Ace Austin.
He's good. He's outstanding.
Yeah.
I'm laying down the challenge. No, I'm just kidding. But that's someone I definitely want to face like right now for sure. We got a long history behind the scenes. That's real. I mean, you know, I love to face someone like a Brian Danielson though.
We hear that a lot.
That would have been one of my dream matches for the time. Man, someone though I haven't really wrestled against. Man, I'd say someone like you guys know Crash. He's the World Wrestling Heavyweight Champion right now.
Okay,
Crash,
I know the person. I know of him.
is it Crash Jackson that you're talking about? Or?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I've seen him once.
I got you. He's someone I want to face too because of the history we've had. Just, you know, we used to like train and stuff back in the day too.
Where'd you see him at, Dad? Have you seen him on TV, or was that a show we was at?
So we was at I think the very first the one in Fortville.
Wrestling Theology.
Yeah, we seen
WTF.
him there. I think it was the very first time we went there. We seen him there.
Sounds about
How many times were you guys there?
Three or four times.
Yeah.
Okay, so it wasn't at the one where Mercer threw the guy through the table and the old woman is kicking us all out of there.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, she was still kicking everybody out there quick.
Yeah, she got nasty with me. It's like, lady, calm down. But anyhow.
That means we probably that means we have that match. That match will be on our YouTube page.
Yeah. Yeah.
nice. There is another guy that I want to face from the Michigan area that I haven't even like seen or you know or whatever in a while. But his name's Ren Jones. He's really good.
Yeah, I've heard of him too.
Yeah, he's from Michigan, and yeah, that guy he's a star. But I'm saying it. The last time I faced him was like more than a few years ago. And then the last time I faced him before that was more than a few years ago. But it's like every time you face somebody, you know you're gonna like bring your A game for sure, and you know you're gonna get better. And that's someone that I'd want to face.
Okay. Warren?
All right. My second to last question is always WrestleMania is known for their awesome entrances and their live music. So who would you want to play you out and what song would you want to hear for your WrestleMania entrance?
Gotta go Eminem, Lose Yourself. Absolutely.
That's good.
Be mine. Like even if he just played the song into the theme song, or if I come out to that song, both works for sure. But probably Eminem for sure.
Nice.
Let's be honest, guys. I don't know how much you guys know about music, but they had an MGK at a WrestleMania.
Yep.
Sorry, no offense, but
Yeah, wasn't that did KO powerbomb him through the
yeah,
They just-
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, play that clip if you can roll it on the screen. No, no, but yeah, that was awesome. Cause it looked like Kevin Owens was like just snatched him up. Like, I don't care if you think we're not gonna do this, we're doing it.
Your favorite wrestling pay-per-view?
Favorite wrestling pay-per-view?
Yes.
Can I give you my favorite pay-per-view stage?
Yeah.
First, all right, gotta be In Your House.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just when I was so young that like they lived in the house too or something.
There's like a cartoonish feel to the way they had them. I was like, yeah.
I don't even know how to describe that. But man, I'll tell you this. One of the favorite reviews I've been to was man, it's gotta be all of the WrestleManias that I went to. I went to 4 in total.
Okay.
I went 23, 32, 33, and I think it was 35 in New Orleans. The second time they went back.
Okay.
So the New Orleans one was special because Brian Danielson actually returned. That was his return match. And I know it was short and sweet, but Undertaker put in work on John Cena in clean fashion. That was awesome because nobody really thought for a second he was even gonna come out Undertaker. You
Was
know,
that the one where Cena was in the audience, like drunk because he? Okay, I don't know what
Yeah.
dude, that was so
Running up there, get ready. Like,
yep, he ran back. He's like, you know what? And then Elias came out, and everyone was pissed.
Yeah.
You guys remember that?
Yeah, we remember that.
For sure. Honestly, though, WrestleMania, I'm gonna go backwards. WrestleMania 33 was the one in Orlando. The coolest parts to that for me was that was the Hardy return.
Yeah.
Just epic. I was up on the chair doing the Jeff Hardy from the chair, standing up on it. It was insane. Like, honestly, if you guys go back and watch that WrestleMania 33, this will be a cool, like, fun fact for everyone out there too. If you watch WrestleMania 33, I don't know after what match exactly, but they did a concert in the middle of it with Pitbull and Damian Marley. And during one of the songs, the camera panned on me, and I'm standing up on the chair just dancing and clapping my hands. You can see me. It's me. I'm wearing a bucket hat just like this, but it's got like floral on it. It's like right near the middle of WrestleMania 33. It's only for like 3 seconds, but they put it right on me. It was crazy. Coolest thing ever. So actually, I've been a part of WrestleMania. Thank you. No, I'm kidding.
Well, I claim that. I would claim that you're on the pay-per-view tape. So
Yeah.
Right. And I will say too, at the time, I uploaded like a video on my Snapchat. I can't remember what exactly it was of the match. I wanted to say it was like, man, I want to say it was near like Kevin Owens versus Jericho, or I think it might have been Shane McMahon versus Styles because it was the opener. They reposted my Snapchat, and I swear, guys, like it had like 4 or 5 million views.
Oh, I
I
bet.
can see if I ever like screenshotted it. It was insane. But then the WrestleMania 32 in Dallas. Oh, let me add Roman Reigns and Undertaker was at WrestleMania 33 as well. And we went to the Raw the night after, and that was incredible too because it got booed out of the building. Roman,
Yeah.
yeah, it was nuts. But WrestleMania 32, it had that moment where Mick Foley, Shawn Michaels, and Stone Cold came out separately, or then they came out to Stone Cold's music and went and beat up Sheamus, Rusev, Wade Barrett, and Alberto Del Rio, the League of Nations at the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, that was so insane. Like when Stone Cold's music hit, like I spilled the person next to me beer, like because I like golf, like spilled the beer, like so they didn't have the beer for the moment. But that was just insane. Zach Ryder winning the Intercontinental title was at that show too. The ladder match. The Rock actually, he rock bottomed Rowan in about 5 seconds and won the match.
Yeah, I forgot about that yet.
Yep.
Yep, that was cool. Those are probably the best pay-per-views for me. Not just because I was there. I still think like almost top to bottom, they're still some of the best.
Okay. Chris?
I think he went on a bathroom break.
Okay.
I will say some of the pay-per-views though this year in WWE have been pretty awesome.
Yeah, I've been liking them pretty well too.
Really like the overseas stuff, y'all.
Yeah.
The crowds, they just, the crowds really set the tone sometimes. Like I said earlier, one of the best things is the fans. Like if you got them going and rowdy like that, it's just gonna make everything a million times.
Yeah, I agree.
It's like I've always said, it's because they don't see it as much as we do. So it's like once they get that chance, they grasp on and that's just how those countries are. Hey, you watch, it's like a soccer game. It's just they just go and have so much fun, and that's what's awesome.
It has that feel / other things too, and all that fine for sure. It's insane, man. Like I really get inspired when I see that stuff, or like how Cena just was standing there, like like observing the crowd when he comes out in the last Australia show. Like that was just awesome.
Oh yeah, I agree.
AEW, they're singing Edge's song in AEW, and he's just sort of like
all that. Yep. Yeah, and when they sing Edge's song like that too, like that just like, man, like you can't even do nothing anyways, but like it's just an incredible feeling, man, for people to do that still, especially not say still like he's like way past or nothing, but still like this many years later to be over with the fans like that. Legend.
Chris, your question.
Excuse me. What's the biggest change in the what has been the biggest change in the wrestling business since you got into the business to now?
What's been the biggest change? I'd say probably the amount of people in the wrestling business. That makes sense. Like I'm not saying there wasn't many, but now it seems like there's a lot of people and more and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I just say like, because honestly, I had like a rather small training class, probably only maybe like a few people, but now I see stuff all the time, like like 30 classes of 30 and stuff, or 20. I'm like, wow, that means there's more, like there's more competition too and all that in the end or whatever, but just the amount of people.
Okay. Marcus?
Nothing else much really has changed, like, or at least not for me, or the things that I've like been around and seen.
All right, Marcus.
All right, well, one real quick. How long have you been working? I mean, you've got a lot of stories, so how long? That's not my question. I'm just curious how long you've been wrestling.
You're good. Yep. I had my very first match in 2016.
Well, you got a lot under your belt for less than 10 years. So,
Yeah.
okay, my funny story time. You said you had maybe two, but you do have one. So,
All right. I hope it's funny. I don't
if you're laughing about it, it's got to be. You hadn't even told us yet. So,
right. All right. So I'm I'm backstage at Ring of Honor, like doing the extra thing, like I was telling you guys earlier, right? And we already like set the ring up. Like there wasn't much of a stage we had to set up or nothing. So like I'm on like kind of like a free like extra time like during the show too. Like I just really had to like just go find something to do or watch from a certain spot, or maybe try to find like a TV screen or something if I could. Just whatever in the moment. But so I'm sitting there, I'm backstage, I'm just standing there like with a couple of the other guys. We got the black like Ring of Honor crew shirts on, whatever. The next thing you know, walking up's Bully Ray, and I'm looking at him. He's kind of like walking like right towards us and stuff. And yeah, he like shakes the first like 2-3 people's hands like that are like standing like right next to me, like right beside me. We're all there, and like we already made eye contact. Like when he was like walking, I like just kind of like head nodded, and he walked up and started shaking their hands, and he just walked right by me. I had my hand out. I was I just froze. I left it. I left the hand and I froze for like 7 to 10 seconds, and then I seen the other guy's face like beside me. I was still froze. I was like, dang, dang, and then like he like had this look. He was just like turn around. You know what I'm saying? But I slowly did it, and like I still had the hand out, and it was him. He was standing behind me, just like. Bro, he just had the meanest, he had the look. I was like, how you doing? Like, oh, like, I don't know why he did that to me, but he was like, how you doing, kid? And just shook my hand and like went about his way. I'm just like, oh my God. Like for some reason, he just left me hanging. And then I froze. And then they were like turn around. Like I'm like, oh like I was like really like thought I was about to get a bubble bomb or something. I thought it must have been something I did earlier in the day. I had no clue what, y'all.
I think he's done that a few times. I've heard some stories about him, so I think he does that quite often.
Dang.
like you might have been the LFG guy he hated, and I thought Will maybe was in that category.
Man, that would have been awesome. That's something cool too. I like to see those kind of shows and stuff like that. And Tough Enough, I always wanted
I
to be.
was more of a Tough Enough fan than I am LFG, but yeah, you're right.
I wasn't old enough to compete at the time. But yeah, it's just crazy to think something so ridiculous like that could happen with someone like Bully Ray.
Yeah.
He's a guy though, I'll say that. At least to me.
Yep. Warren?
All right, my last one's a palate cleanser and fairly easy. Would you consider yourself NWO, or are you a degenerate?
I cannot believe you asked me this question, honestly. No. The honest truth is, I'll tell you why. Because earlier today, I swear to you, I was thinking to myself, which theme song was better? So if you guys got an opinion on that, and then I'll think of the group, because I don't really know for sure. Which song did you guys like better, DX or NWO?
For me, it was DX.
DX.
And I'm an NWO guy. The earlier versions.
Yep, I got you.
The original three, once they started adding people, it got dumb.
With 3 or the 4 with 6 with X-Pac
Yeah.
and go. Even though he's basically both, but yeah. Damn. Honestly, I'm going NWO, y'all. I'm going NWO. I don't even know if I ever answered this question like that. Because I love Shawn Michaels, but not saying that like Triple H wasn't my favorites. They were super awesome as DX, like absolutely hilarious. But I like the vibe of the NWO. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I love the DX one just because it brings out the attitude. But the one I've always liked, as far as like the NWO side, I've always loved Hogan's because I'm a huge Jimi Hendrix fan. So just to hear that beginning of Voodoo Child, and then him coming out just with it, but
Right.
yeah,
That's awesome. For sure. And like Hogan and Scott Hall are like two of my all-time favorites too, for sure. I guess I could say like I got some inspiration from Scott Hall for sure. I'm not saying like not even close to like the bad guy, just like a couple of like the little movements. And so I just remember a fan like threw something at me one time at a show and I like brushed it off like he did. Not like the hair back, but it was just my own way. I just like, you know, it just is so it's so crazy. I'm going NWO though for sure.
Okay. My final question is favorite meal to eat.
Mm. Favorite meal, dang. There's a lot. There's a lot of different meals I like. I'm gonna just say probably like some chicken Alfredo or just like some really good Alfredo pasta
Okay.
with like some broccoli probably. I do like a good sesame chicken though or Wingstop.
Okay. Okay. I like Wingstop.
yeah, Wingstop's good.
Okay.
Our
Chris.
town just built one. Like it's only been open a few weeks.
Yeah, can't go wrong with Wingstop.
Heck yeah.
What I'll do with my final question is give you a chance to promote yourself, let people know where they can find you, upcoming shows, social media, if you have merch, all that good stuff.
Absolutely. My name is Will Burden. My Instagram is at I'm Will the Thrill. That's I am Will the Thrill. 2 letters, Will the Thrill. I'm Will the Thrill. But then people, you know, mix it up and all that. That's the same for my X account, same name. And yeah. Upcoming shows. Uh, um, upcoming shows. I don't really have nothing going on this weekend unless something else comes up in time. So if anyone's out there that's listening and needs a guy, I'm free. I have November 1st is War Wrestling in Lima, Ohio. That'll be a good show. I will be back in Warsaw, Indiana on the 22nd. And maybe on the 8th, I'm not for sure yet. I'm still trying to get a situation figured out to get something else finalized. So yeah, that's about it.
All right.
Appreciate that.
Well, we appreciate you coming on with us tonight.
Definitely.
It was
Yeah.
a blast. It was a blast. I'm glad I could do this.
Yeah. Awesome.
Shout out to everyone that came in and watched and said something in the chat. Shout out to you guys for bringing me on and asking great questions.
You did great. Outstanding. We really enjoyed it, and we'll have you back on sometime.
Definitely.
Anytime. You just keep in touch, guys. I'll see you, bro.
Yeah. You have a good night, man.
Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
Yep, thank you.
I mean, he's been a lot of shows.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know, Mania, and that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
I hope everybody enjoyed it, and don't forget next week we'll have that big promo battle with Bob Steele and the Buck Sexton.
I got I got a homework one for you guys. I probably won't be able to watch Thursday, but I want a discussion point for you guys and even for the fans out there too. So as we all know, Andrade had shown up on AEW,
Yes.
and now he hasn't. And the rumors being that the WWE TKO is holding him with his contract.
Yes.
So my little take on this is, how is that okay? But when Phoenix wanted to leave AEW to come to WWE, Tony Khan was being a jerk by not letting him go.
Yep. No different. The only difference would be, and I'm not saying I agree with it. Let them go wrestling. What the hell? It ain't helping WWE by holding them. But my only thing is that he supposedly, if it's true, that he got fired because of several drug mess ups. So he did get fired, and they say under those circumstances they can hold you up to a year because that's in the contract. One big problem I have with all these wrestlers: know what you sign.
Oh yeah.
Know what the hell you signed and what's in your contract. I mean, that's crazy. And to go on TV and for him not to know what he could do or couldn't do. And the same thing with AEW. They should have known what was going on too. They made them kind of look like fools. But I agree with let the dude go. Why hold him?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Are you really that concerned that he's going to make that much of a bump into the AEW and change?
I mean, both ways. If people want to be there and you're not going to use them, let them go.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit, I believe, on our last show. Yeah, we did talk about that. Me, Chris, and Glenn talked about that a little bit. Well, we appreciate everybody watching. Everybody have a good night, and we'll see everybody next Monday.
7-0 Lions.
Yep.
That'd be absolutely devastating.
This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.